Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you are notified of when we upload new video content, which is always going to be on a regular basis. Be one of the first to view, first to like, first to comment, first to share, and all that good stuff there. Alright, so basically this is a review and a reaction on, the album called Insomnia, featuring Skepta, Chip, and Young Adz. Now, the artwork is very, when you think about it, it's a chandelier, but I just clocked something just now. There's a chandelier, but then it also, I think, in fact, is it a chandelier? I don't even know right now. Now my eyes are seeing two different things. Anyway, it looked like a chandelier, but then it also looked like candle holders as well. It's crazy. And but then there is a shadow image, which is like how do I describe this? It's like they're hovering over. They're like that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, if you watched the 90s Baby show and you heard that story that Fred told about, in fact, about the demon and stuff like that. I guess you could say it's similar to that, but not really, if that makes any sense. Maybe I'm not making any sense. In fact, I am making sense, because insomnia, sleeping, and obviously once you have that sort of dream or nightmare, should I say, you cannot sleep. Do you understand? Especially if you experience that for the first time, because I've experienced that. And then now I understand what that actually is and how to elevate to the next level when it comes to that. I know what to do, but we won't talk about that. Let's get back into Skepta and Chip and Young Adz. Now, firstly, before I get into the actual tracks, there's actually 12 tracks. This is something unexpected but also appreciated. Yeah, Skepta, Chip, and Young Adz. To collab on one track, cool. To collab on a few tracks, cool. But to make a full project, that's different. That is completely different. You understand? When I say that's completely different, it's not something you actually see. Now, you don't really see it, especially in the UK scene. You don't really see it. I don't think you even see it in any scene. I could be wrong. You can leave your answer in the comment section below. Who are the other artists that have done a collab project similar to this? Who? Artists, solo artists doing tracks together, making a full project, a full album. Who's done that? I'm curious to know. And then I'm also curious to know which artist would you like to do that you would like for them to do a collab project together. Yeah, for me, I definitely want Miss Banks and Steph London to do a full album together. As well as Miss Banks and AJ Tracy. I feel like they will do well together for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, so there is 12 tracks on the album. So there's Mains, and then there's Golden Brown, Ways, I think that's been how you pronounce it. Demons featuring Dirt Bike LB, and then there's Tropez. I don't know. Insomnia Interludes, Star in the Hood. Would have been interesting if Tenchi Strider was on that. But anyway, Mic Check, Traumatized, Sin City, High Road, and then an intro. Now, when I first saw the track listing for this album, and I saw the intro as the last track, I was completely confused, because I'm thinking, did they, send this wrong? But then they didn't. So it's kind of interesting how they did that. But maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I don't necessarily have a favorite song of this album. But one thing I do rate, and I rate highly, is the Mic Check. They went through quite a number of UK garage tracks. the references. If you grew up on UK garage or you like UK garage in general, and you actually know about UK garage tunes, yeah, you would know and you would hear the references listening to those tracks. So big them up. And I believe, who was it? There was someone else that's from the UK garage scene that actually produced this track, if I remember correct. Let me check something real quick. Because I always think it's a good thing when someone pays homage to those that came before them. So that's a good look. Yeah, Roundtree. Yeah. Roundtree. You know about Roundtree. So that's a major good look there. And also, obviously, there is that debate of who did the best on that album, who did the worst, or whatever. Like, who was better, Chip, Young Adz, or Skepta. I would say that quite often. You know what? I can't really say who was best just yet. But what I will do is, hang on, before I even get into that, Golden Brown, yeah? Listen, Skepta was on his singing shit. Really? Is that what Skepta's doing, yeah? Then again, he has done a little harmony here and there with some other tracks before, so I can see where he was going with that. But yeah, I'll go into one track as usual, and if it's out of context or in context, it is what it is. But I'm going to talk about Traumatized. Traumatized and Demons. Well, let's just talk about Traumatized. Like, you know what happens here? Let's, in dating and relationships in general, yeah, basically, you get into a situation, right? Like, put this way, you get into a situation based on the information you have on dating and relationships. Some cases is you're moving off, subconscious really, because you're just doing what you're doing, right? And the information you have, makes you experience certain things. Now, what tends to happen when you lack the right information, like the real truth information, you end up experiencing some traumatizing things. Yeah, whether you're a man or a woman, you end up experiencing some traumatizing things that make you feel to the point where when you get into a next situation, or even when you're out of that relationship, yeah, your mindset has a new setting. It's set to a new setting to the point where you're so traumatized that you feel that the next person you deal with, they cannot mistreat you the way that your exes treat you before or mistreated you before. Or you don't experience something that you experienced with them. It may not have been like bad per se, but it may be a thing where, well, you want to be appreciated more. You want to be, understand that there's certain levels. There's levels to it. However, one thing I will set the record straight with when it comes to dating and relationships is it's very important that you know and you have the right knowledge. Very, very important. Yeah, this is why I strongly recommend that you click the link in the description box below where it says become a member of the Akadura Trust. When you do that, you get access to online courses such as Roles and Relationships. And that's where you're going to learn how to develop yourself as firstly, you learn exactly how relationships and dating actually work in general anyway, right? And then plus, you will learn your true nature as your being. So let's example, if you're a man, you'd learn how to develop yourself as a far-bred alpha male and how to be a man in a relationship or in dating situations. And if you're a woman, you learn how to develop yourself as a pure feminine woman and actually, develop yourself or understand, what you're supposed to be like in a relationship as a woman. So, with that said, it's very important you have this information at hand. Because then now that you're going to get that knowledge, when you click the link in the description box below, I guarantee you, your experiences will be so much better. So much better. You will no longer be suffering from insomnia and you no longer have traumatic experiences, or you no longer be traumatized. You will be cured from that you will be cured from that trauma. Yeah. Plus, you get access to online courses such as healthcare. That will also help you, you know, cure your trauma and prevent you from going through any other trauma. Yeah. So, listen. So let's get back into the album Insomnia. So, do I have a favorite track? Not really. But if I was to pick a track that stood out to me the most, it's definitely Mic Check. But who stood out? It depends on each track, because they all did their thing. Like Chip, Skepta, and Young Adge, they all did their thing. One thing I noticed with this album even more was the clarity and the cadences of Chip and Skepta. Now I understand why they are where they are. Do you understand? Because of their clarity and their cadence. And Chip is just a monster. Like, he is a monster. Like, I don't think you understand how he has leveled up even more. Like, he just levels up. Like, from when he's been doing this from his, 16? Like, and then now it's mad. It's absolutely mad. But I get it, it's supposed to progress and elevate anyway, but it's like, raw. Chip can't run up bars for real. But anyway, I don't know. Who do you think was better on the album? And be honest, don't be trying to use someone else's opinions on, you understand? Because there's some people that's gonna say, oh, this person was better or that person was better, and you know that's not your real opinion. Yeah? Who do you think was better on the album? Chip, Skepta, or Young Adge? Leave your answer in the comment section below. And by the way, the link to the album's in the description box below as well. So if you've got any suggestions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss on our videos, leave that in the comment section below. And remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next.